Hello, this is Tim with TAH-DAH Farm. Today is March 14th, Monday. After time change weekend, I'm still looking for that hour I lost. We're going to get into some electrical work today, some more, but not at the new barn, over at the red barn. All right, here's what we've been working on over the weekend and this morning. Laying out all my electrical panels here at the house, because this is the new barn and I need to get it right. And someone made a comment, several comments, and they are 100% right. I do not remember your name, but this is not to be bonded, and I did bond it. None of my other stuff is bonded except the main panel. And that is correct. Only the main panel should be bounded where the neutrals and the grounds are put together. Everything else is separate. So, and that's how I've done everything else. You pull in 4 wires, 3 with a ground to get your 220. So, but yeah, I go from my main to my garage. The garage then feeds down to the barn outside. This barn outside then feeds several sub panels. I got one panel that does the air compressor and welder and things like that. I got another panel that jumps over to a little shed next to that. It's just a 30 amp. It's a 110 panel I put in there. I jump between the 2 hots, so it's just a 110. All I'm feeding is a couple of lights. Well, actually, an indoor light, outdoor light, and a couple outlets in there. So it doesn't need to be anything big. Then originally I had this stall barn built, and then we added the new big barn in front of it. And this was the main panel out there. So this was subbed off of another panel. Well, now it's into this panel because it was easier to do that. And then here's the new barn. It'll come out of this panel. But that's what we're drawing out. And I wanted to make sure I had everything else correct to the comments that were made, and I do. Here we go. Then we got into this. Here's over at the red barn, and I need to get the red barn to the box. I need to get this breaker panel, it's actually the meter base, tied into the red barn. Currently right now I come off this meter base and I go into the panel inside the powerhouse here that feeds all the bin stuff, and I bonded it because my understanding, the meter base, from the meter you bond the next panel. Well, that would be the next panel. However, these new meter bases have breakers in them, and these breakers are considered the first panel. So any panels after that are sub panels. Well, there's only 8 breakers in there, 8 circuits, or 4 220 circuits. So anyway, we got to take this bond off, so I got to rework all that. Got to pick up a bonding strip for that. This is currently bonded because it used to come in from the road, aerial, drop into the meter base outside and into here, and that would be correct. But since it's going to come off of here, now it can't be. And I have to run 3 wires, a hot, and a neutral, as well as a ground. So that's not going to work with service entrance cable on this 1¼ PVC. So we're going to have to now look at using copper, which is extremely expensive. Guy at work yesterday, electrician, told me that I can use aluminum, number 2, still feed 100 amp, and then number 4 for my ground, and THHN or XHHN, I guess what it's called. That'll all work for that. So anyway, that's what we're going to do, get the wire picked up and get that worked on today. All right, we're back here at the red barn. The goal is to pull this in today. However, when I called and got quotes on it, they said, oh yeah, everything's here. They only had 160 some feet, and I need almost 300. So we're going to just run an extension cord for today, at least get this chargers on those tractors. And it's supposed to be here in the morning, so, but I won't have help to pull tomorrow, so But we are going to do some other things here, so just hang tight. All right, this is the goal today, to get these on a trickle charge. And we accomplished that with extension cords coming out here. I was going to have extension cords from the outlets, but I couldn't get any of the outlets to work because we couldn't pull that wire in. And but this is all set to go. We will not get it pulled in tomorrow because my son's working, but I did clean this box up. I got a picture of it I'll show you before I did it, but definitely way nicer looking. Yeah, anyway, a little better. I don't like Romex in here. I really would like to have run conduit for this stuff, but before we put any power to anything, we're going to go through this box, find out where this white wire goes. Don't know what these switches do. This kind of stuff just really bothers me. So we're gonna, I don't know, we may end up just pulling that stuff down and doing conduit. It's my way of doing things. I do want to put a switch over there, so when I'm walking out I can kill all the lights in the building, but maybe still have some switches here and there to turn like a light on here if I need it. You know, I don't know what all this Romex is here for. I do know these two wires here, these are good. They run over here. He did all that work when he bought the place, the guy before me. Made a little office in there. Here, I'll show it to you. Here's the wall outlets. That comes from that flexible Romex type, that BX wire I think they call it. It's got a little propane heater in here, and then some lights, light outlet there. So the only thing I don't like about this one over here, it's on this switch right here outside here. So you flip the switch on, it turns the breaker or turns the outlet on, and that was turn the lights on. But anyway, yeah, there's the office. Filthy dirty, but could be cleaned up nice. I have not done anything to keep it cleaned up, but he used real nice oak boards and stuff. So yeah, he said it stayed very nice and warm in here in the wintertime. I did not run any propane on it. That propane's the same amount of propane it is when I bought it. So, and here's the super major getting charged. All right, we put the bonding strip over here. That size strip will not fit on this side. I thought it would, but it doesn't. So it goes over there. All my neutrals are here because everything's on this side of the box. These are just there. I had to extend this bare copper wire to here. We'll have to do something different with that tomorrow, but it's not bonded anymore, and it is correct. And then we got the red barn done correct too. What we just finished up was this outlet right down here that runs the air compressor. That runs around, up, across. I'm gonna get some wire ties and tie it to the conduit. And then when I come over here tomorrow, I'll have to bring me some wire nuts. We can put that together, put the cover on it, and that'll be done. So anyway, not what I expected to do today, but we got some incredibly great stuff done today. So anyway, all my electrical panels are correct now. I thought this one had to be bonded because of that panel out here, but technically they call this the master main. It's built where it's bonded. You can't unbond it. So anyway, this feeds that room. That'll feed the red barn when we run that wire out this box here, down underground and over to the barn. So, and then I got two single outlets here. This is the one going to the air compressor. This one goes right down here. So anyway, we're done. We're gonna call this a day. Kind of early, but the boss just called and said dinner's ready. So there we go. Put this cover on, we're out of here. Thanks for watching.